Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Yekin Salam speaking. I'm the moderator of the program for today. The program event is about to start. 11 is actually the time, and already the time is on. And 11:05, we'll have our first speaker, which is the president of TRANSLOG Innovation Academy, to give a welcome address. Yes, the person that's going to give the welcome address, which is the president of the TRANSLOG Innovation Academy, in person of Dr. Fatai Abdul Yakin, who double as a host for this event, is a transport and logistics specialist. He holds a PhD in transportation and logistics from the Malaysia University of Science and Technology in Malaysia, and a master's in transportation and transport economics from the Institute of Transport Studies at the University of Leeds, UK, and a Bachelor of Science in Economics from Lagos State University, Nigeria. Dr. Fatai is currently a lecturer in the Department of Transport Management. Dr. Fatai is an operations school under the School of Transport and Logistics, Lagos State University, Nigeria. He has participated in several research and consultancy projects locally in Nigeria and internationally. In addition, he has published in scientific journals and participated in conferences in Africa, Europe, and Asia. He is a member of professional bodies in the field, such as the Chartered Institute of Transport Administration, CIOTA, the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, CILT International, and the Asia Logistics and Supply Chain Council. He is the president and co-founder of TRANSLOG Innovation Academy. Today, Dr. Fatai Yakin is going to give is the host and is going to give the welcome address for this August important event. You are welcome, Dr. Fatai, for your speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Salau. I hope I'm audible.
You are.
Oh, thank you so much. Distinguished partners, esteemed guest speakers, our honorable participants, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of TRANSLOG Innovation Academy, Nigeria, and our esteemed partners, the Swiss Information and Management Institute, SIMI, Switzerland, and the Virtual World Institute, United States, I extend a warm welcome to everyone attending this maiden edition of our webinar. It is a privilege to host you as we delve into captivating theme, emerging trends and innovation in transport, logistics, and supply chain management. Today's event is a testament to the power of collaboration and knowledge sharing. The idea of TRANSLOG was first conceived in 2022 by Professor Mohamed Reza Gadri, the Chancellor of SIMI, Switzerland. Under his mentorship and supervision, my colleagues and I embarked on a journey to create a platform that will contribute to advancing the fields of transport, logistics, and supply chain management. This vision materialized with the establishment of TRANSLOG on January 9, 2023. Since then, we have achieved significant milestones, including the signing of an MOU with SIMI Switzerland on April 28, 2023, designating TRANSLOG as an authorized learning center in Nigeria. Furthermore, on November These collaborations signify our unwavering commitment to providing top-notch training, consultancy, conferences, and research opportunities. Today, we are honored to have a lineup of distinguished speakers who will illuminate key aspects of innovation and technology in our field. We will hear from Professor Dr. Christopher Priest, a distinguished professor of project management, who will be talking to us on building the future, integrating construction project management into the smart transportation system. Following this, we also hear from Dr. Rajen from the Malaysia University of Science and Technology, who will deliver insights on emerging trends and innovation in transport, logistics, and supply chain management. After that, we also hear from Professor Dr. Saeed Kakoi, the president of Virtual World Institute, United States, who will enlighten us on the application of virtual reality in education. And finally, we'll also be hearing from Dr. Joshua Odeleye, the Director of Transport Technology Center at the Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology, NITT Zaria. He will discuss digital highway for sustainable smart transportation. We are deeply grateful to our partners, speakers, and participants for making this event possible. Your presence and contributions are invaluable as we explore cutting-edge ideas and innovation shaping the future of the transport industry. As the president of TRANSLOG, I want to seize this opportunity to acknowledge other members of the TRANSLOG management team. Dr. Mojid Olaiwola-Giwa, the Vice President, Academics, Dr. Yekini Ojenya Salau, our moderator, who is the Vice President, Finance and Administration. Once again, I thank you all for joining us today. And I want to encourage everyone to engage with our services and take advantage of our programs that will be unveiled later by Dr. Mojid Giwa. Those programs are designed to equip professionals with skills and knowledge required in today's transport and logistic environment. May this webinar inspire fruitful discussions and actionable insights. Together, let's pave the way for a more innovative and sustainable future in transport, logistics, and sustainable and supply chain management. Thank you and welcome to this transformative experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fatai, for that incisive statement and welcome statement. And before we proceed further, because we'll be expecting a welcome address for the chief host of the program. But before we proceed further, we need to recognize that in our midst, we have a lot of well and renowned and distinguished scholars, academicians, and professionals and administrators in our midst. One of them is Dr. Oboye, who was a former Corps Marshal of Federal Road Safety Corps of Nigeria, and host of others, former VCs of universities and academia, presidents of academias, academic environment, the managing directors and directors of organizations are in our midst present here to hear from experts all over the world. You may understand that this program is an international program because most of our speakers are coming from the East, the West, and the Europe. So we expect a very keen listen and time management, which is very important. And whoever is still waiting to join is expected by now, you should key in, call your friend and every other person to join you, to join us on this epoch-making event, because the topics In the topics that are going to be delivered today will be interested for policy making, including policymaker, government officials, and scholars and students who will be benefiting from this program. However, due to the fastness and the speech delivered, we are supposed to have this by now come up. The admin, can you show the profile of our chief host who is going to give the welcome speech? Thank you very much. Our chief host, in person of Professor Dr. Saeed Mohammed Reza Gadri, he is a distinguished civil engineer holding a PhD in transportation engineering with a specialization in intelligent transportation system and a master's degree in structural engineering. His research focuses on logistics, smart cities, smart mobility, and sustainability, aligning with cutting-edge development in this field. Currently, he serves as a professor and chancellor of the Swiss Information and Management Institute, SIMI, in Switzerland. Previously, he held esteemed academic leadership roles, including Dean of the School of Transportation and Logistics and Head of the Graduate School at Malaysia University of Science and Technology. Over the years, he has been recognized internationally for his expertise, frequently invited as a keynote speaker and guest professor by academic institutions and event organizers worldwide. His contributions have spanned countries such as China, Iran, Spain, Poland, Switzerland, France, Vietnam, India, Myanmar, and Nigeria, where he has delivered impactful speech and shared groundbreaking research and conducted professional training. The person in question is so much admired in the East and welcome and accepted in the Europe and welcome in Africa, especially Nigeria. You are welcome, Professor Dr. Saeed Mohammed Reza Gadri. I hope Professor is not having
I can. Now the mic is active. Hello, everybody, and good morning.
Welcome, sir.
To you all. I just prepared a note for you, and then hopefully it will be useful and helpful for everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished participants and respected colleagues, honored guests, and eminent speakers, good morning to you all, and warm welcome to this landmark event on emerging trends and innovations in transport, logistics, and supply chain management, jointly hosted by TRANSLOG Innovation Academy in Nigeria and Swiss Information and Management Institute in Switzerland. It is an honor to stand before you as a chief host for this gathering of brilliant minds and dedicated professionals. Our team today reflects the rapidly evolving landscape of global logistics and supply chain, which are not just the backbone of commerce, but also vital to sustainable development in economic growth. In an era defined by technological advancements from artificial intelligence, virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, blockchain, and a pressing need for more resilient and sustainable practices, the integration of innovation in transport and logistics has never been more crucial. This platform serves as an opportunity for us to explore and exchange ideas and how these emerging trends can address the challenges we face in a post-pandemic world. Challenges such as supply chain disruptions, environmental sustainability, and the quest for more efficient and equitable systems. By bridging our collective knowledge, we can work towards solutions that ensure both innovations and inclusivity. Let me also take this moment to commend the collaboration between TRANSLOG Innovation Academy and Swiss Information and Management Institute, which demonstrates the power of international partnerships in tackling global issues. It is through such alliances that we can drive progress, unlock new opportunities, and inspire transformative changes. To all participants, I encourage you to engage, collaborate, and challenge ideas during this event. Your insights and contributions are the true engines that will propel the discussion and outcomes of this gathering. Once again, welcome and thank you all for your presence and commitments to shaping the future of transport, logistics, and supply chain management. Together, let us embark on this inspiring journey of discovery and innovation. Thank you so much and have a productive and lovely event. Thanks.
Thank you, Professor Reza. As usual, you will not disappoint your audience. Your concise and very precise message quite promptly delivers on this kind of challenging and turbulent period in the economy, where we have challenges in social logistics, social transport, and etc. The manufacturing aspect, the challenges that we are having. So this the team itself, it cannot be deferred. This is the very timely and definitely with the chance that you are giving the TRANSLOG Innovation Academy to represent Africa and present or to be a partner and with the Swiss Information and Management Institute and the support and the collaboration from Virtual World Institute. Nigeria will always take the lead in Africa. We are not Nigerians. We are not. We have the population. We have the entire faculty and the facilities and the infrastructure development that is coming up. We will not hesitate to invite other people to key into the partnership to make it a very successful one. Thank you very much for always believing in Africa. You are once in Nigeria. Maybe the next one is going to be the physical. You are going to be welcomed into Nigeria again to spend some days with us. Thank you very much. You are highly welcome. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Our next this thing at the admin, maybe you come up with the profile of Professor Dr. Christopher Priest, which is going to serve as our keynote speaker. I have the privilege to know that he is very loaded with a lot of information to pass to us today. He's an experienced and he's quite experienced. He's a distinguished project manager, an academician of repute, and he's well known. He has served in the United Arab Emirates and the UK, Europe. He is a former professor at the Universities of Leeds, UK, and a distinguished expert in project and business management within the construction and engineering sector. He served for 14 years in construction management group at the School of Civil Engineering, Universities of Leeds. Subsequently, from 2012 to 2015, he was based at Kuala Lumpur campus of University Technology, Malaysia, where he held roles including director of UTM International and coordinator of UTM's UNESCO Club. From 2015 to 2023, he was a professor of project management at Abu Dhabi University, United Arab Emirates. lecturing at the graduate level, and actively engaging in research areas such as sustainability and integrated project delivery and risk management. Today, this distinguished professor, we are lucky to have him in our midst as a reservoir of experience to pour his knowledge and experience on the topic, building the future, integrating construction project management into smart transportation system. Today, we hereby welcome Professor and the keynote speaker for this program, Professor Dr. Christopher Chris. If he's ready, he could share his slides. Thank you.
All right. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, Prof.
Yes, we can hear you, Prof.
Let me see if I can share my presentation.
Yes, loud and clear, Prof.
That's great because I'm not speaking very loudly. Well, thank you very much to the organizers of this event, TRANSLOG Innovation Academy.
Yes,
In
Prof, I don't know if it's
collaboration.
possible
Hello?
Prof, please, if
Yes.
it's possible to put it on a slideshow.
Right. How do I get to that slideshow?
On the down.
Slideshow. Where's
On the menu tab after animations, you have slideshow.
animations? How do I get rid of the other thing? Just a minute. Oh, here we go. Is that okay?
Yes, Prof,
okay,
it is.
sir. It is, sir.
Yeah, well, thanks very much for inviting me here to this important event. I can see that there's about 100 participants here today. I wonder, where are participants from? Are they mainly from Nigeria, Africa, or do we have participants from various parts of the world?
The audience is globally, but high percentage from Nigeria, Africa, and even UK.
Yeah.
Nigeria in diaspora to Africa in diasporas are interested in the program too, sir.
Yeah. I think there may be a few people from Malaysia as well.
Yes, sir.
Attending. So, yeah, as you say, it's an international audience. And what I'm going to talk to you about, I didn't realize how much time, I didn't know how much time I'd got to actually speak. So, as usual, I've probably put together more material than I can actually get through. I mean, presumably these presentations are going to be available to everybody that's attending. So if I don't manage to get through or I have to skim over certain parts of my presentation, people can have a look at it later on. So yeah, thank you very much for the introduction. I have quite a big CV. I've worked for about 30 years in academia with a number of universities across the world now. And so my experience I'm drawing on is, yes, from the project management area, yes, from construction and engineering projects, of which some of those projects have obviously been in the transport area. But what I wouldn't want you to think is that I'm an expert in smart transportation or even project management applied to the transport sector. As I say, I have some experience, I have done some research, and some of those projects have been in infrastructure, of which, of course, transport is part of that. But what I'm trying to do in this presentation is to apply project management to smart transportation. And many of you will know more about this than I do. But what I am going to do is basically give a general introduction, and I think that a number of the issues that I'm going to talk about in this presentation, which you very kindly said is a keynote, okay, is to give the general, to look at general issues facing the transportation sector at this moment in time, and also to point in the direction of things that we're probably going to have to look at in the next few years or even decades. So yeah, the title of my presentation is about integrating construction project management into smart transportation systems. Again, just a little bit about myself. I'm a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Building, which is an international professional body, which is about promoting professionalism in construction management. I'm also a member of the Chartered Institute of Marketing in the UK and a fellow of the Higher Education Academy. I've split the presentation into two parts. Where I want to get to in this short session is to give a sort of general background as to what's happening in smart transport and areas and issues and topics that I think we need to be focusing on. And I'm sure that subsequent speakers today are going to actually address issues. So part one is navigating the future of smart transport. And what I'm trying to do there is uncover what the modern transport challenges are and how management solutions can be part of what we need to be looking at. So that's part one. And part two is where I will share with you my thoughts about developing, if you like, some kind of a framework by which we can approach the integration of project management to the smart transport. So that's my idea for today. Also, at the end of the presentation, what I'm hoping to do is to basically list a number of questions that I think we need to be asking, and which, again, I'm sure answers will come from subsequent speakers, or may not, and they may be things that could be taken forwards for other events under this theme. So that's my idea. I'll also, at the end of the presentation, sort of review what I think the strengths of what I've said and what some weaknesses there may be in what I've been able to do today. As I say, it's a general introduction, which hopefully sets the scene for subsequent presentations. So what I'm going to cover in part one is to talk a little bit about the smart transportation revolution. Now, obviously, I can't talk about everything in detail in such a short period of time. So as I say, I'm going to pick out what I think are the most important things. I'm going to talk about management gaps. And what I mean by that are the things that we really have problems with in terms of execution of transport projects. Okay, these management gaps we can find in other sectors in terms of infrastructure development, not just transportation. Okay, but we're thinking about transportation and smart transportation in today's event. I'm going to talk a little bit about the impact of poor management. Okay, so I'm sure we can look at many, lots of evidence for poor management in the way we execute projects. And then finally, to talk about a strategic success framework. And in part two, I'll go into more detail about that. So in terms of the smart transportation revolution, what are we talking about? So smart transport systems leverage technology to enhance urban mobility, offering efficient solutions to traffic congestion and improving travel experiences in cities. These systems integrate real-time data analytics, IoT and AI to optimize traffic flow and manage transportation networks effectively. So smart transport contributes to sustainable urban development by reducing emissions and promoting the use of eco-friendly transport options like electric vehicles. Public transportation is enhanced through smart ticketing, real-time tracking, and improved accessibility, making commuting more convenient for city residents. Collaboration between government, private sector, and technology providers is crucial for the successful implementation of smart transport solutions. If we look at identifying what the gaps in terms of execution from a management perspective, what I've tried to do here is to look at it over a number of years, going back to about 2010. So if we look at what was happening, we were trying to identify issues, and we began to recognize significant management issues caused by unrealistic timelines and insufficient resources. This realization pushed companies to reevaluate project plans and execution strategies to ensure better alignment with actual capabilities. By about 2015, resource allocation was an important aspect to look at. So the focus shifted to improving resource allocation. Companies started implementing tools and methodologies to optimize resource usage, aiming to minimize wastage and enhance productivity, ensuring projects were delivered on time and within budget. By about 2018, we were adopting something called Agile. So many organizations started to adopt agile methodologies to tackle execution gaps. Agile practices emphasized flexibility and adaptability, allowing teams to respond quickly to changes and manage timelines more effectively. By 2020, we were into the digital tools. So we saw a surge in the adoption of digital tools for project management. These tools improve transparency, communication, and tracking, helping managers identify gaps early and adjust resources as necessary. By around 2023, so bringing this right up to date, an emphasis or a focus on continuous improvement. So continuous improvement practices have become a staple in management strategies. Organizations focused on regularly assessing processes and outcomes, ensuring that execution gaps were quickly identified and addressed to maintain efficiency. What I would just say about these management gaps, this can apply to all aspects of project management and across different disciplines, not just transport, not even just construction or engineering, but in many other areas of industry. So what are the impacts of poor management? Well, we've already mentioned through talking about the gaps, we're talking about delays in projects, we're talking about projects that are running over budget, we're talking about projects that don't actually deliver what they're supposed to deliver at the end of the day. So if we look at exploring the detrimental effects of ineffective management on project timelines, costs, and also public trust, because obviously when we're talking about transportation, in a lot of cases, we're talking about public transport. So we're talking about infrastructure, which has a very big role for government. So public trust, obviously very important. So if we analyze what is the impact of poor management in projects generally and more specifically in the transport area, we're talking about quantifying lost time, inflated budgets, and a diminished trust from the stakeholders, the public, of these projects. Okay, so a lot of this is related to poor decision making and also failures in project leadership. So what do we need? We need to be thinking about strategic project management. We need to be coming up with some kind of a framework which ensures that we address the gaps that we've just talked about. So the pie chart very simply visualizes key strategies to ensure project success. We're emphasizing on risk mitigation. we're emphasizing on collaboration. So we're highlighting the idea that we have to do our planning, we have to be effective in our communication within the project, across our project stakeholders, and also communication with the outside world, with the government, with various agencies, and of course with the general public and the users of our transport projects. We're wanting to ensure continuous improvement. So we're looking at best practices for achieving project goals efficiently and effectively. And when we come to our second part of the presentation, which I'm going to come onto very soon, we're going to look at some examples, I think, of best practice, some cases, okay, from across the world, different parts of the world, which can showcase how we can integrate excellent project management with smart transport technologies. So if we move on to thinking about this framework, then we're moving into part two of what I want to say this morning. So what we've done is simply given a sort of background, talked about some of the gaps in management that we may find. So now we're going to talk about basically the framework that I'm moving towards. So if we talk about what should be the vision, okay, we should be building smart transport. And of course, that is happening. And the examples that I'm going to give from across the world are showing that this is indeed happening. So we're talking about a convergence of construction project management or engineering project management and smart transportation systems. Okay, so what this is doing is paving the way for innovative, efficient, and sustainable infrastructure across the globe. We're talking about integrating cutting-edge technologies, ensuring that transport systems can handle the demands of urbanization and environmental challenges. This presentation unfolds some novel insights and case studies which highlight the extraordinary potential of smart transportation systems. We're exploring how this synergy shapes the mobility solutions of tomorrow. So if we understand the framework, then we need to understand a little bit of why project management is important. So I'm not proposing to get into defining project management. I'm going to assume that we have a certain level of understanding about that. But if we just pick out what are the key benefits, if you like, of planning and managing projects, we can talk about communication, we can talk about productivity, we can talk about our organization becoming more flexible, we can talk about effective resource allocation, improving customer client satisfaction. We can talk about better risk management. We can talk about learning. Okay, so this is a big aspect. So if we're talking about trying to get continuous improvement, then we also have to have learning built in to our projects and to our organizations. So construction management serves as the backbone in developing complex smart transportation infrastructures, ensuring timely and efficient project delivery. Smart transportation systems include advanced technologies, necessitating clear management strategies to integrate various disciplines effectively. So the successful execution of projects relies on meticulous planning that addresses multifaceted challenges from design to completion of our projects. Hence, effective construction project management is key to fostering innovation in smart transportation systems. But what are smart transportation systems? And again, I'll qualify this by saying that I am not an expert in these systems, and I'm sure my esteemed colleagues who are going to come on and talk about this will have much more knowledge and experience to be able to share with you. But just as by way of a sort of introduction or general look at this. Smart transportation systems utilize IoT, AI, and big data to enhance mobility and streamline operations in urban and rural environments. These systems include smart roads, urban transit mechanisms, and autonomous vehicles, all interconnected technology-wise for efficiency. The integration of various technologies enables real-time information exchange, improving safety and reducing congestion. Understanding the essence of these systems helps highlight their vital role in modern urban planning. But we have some traditional hurdles to overcome, traditional challenges in the way that we've done our projects in the past. Okay, and so traditionally, transportation projects have often grappled with inefficiencies. So, in other words, prolonged schedules, cost overruns, and lack of sustainability. Little technological integration leads to outdated practices, hampering the progress of infrastructure development. Identifying and addressing these limitations is crucial for paving the way towards optimized transportation systems. So smart project management can effectively confront and surmount these challenges for future projects. So what's the role of innovation? IoT enables real-time monitoring. AI enhances decision-making, and big data supports predictive maintenance in transportation projects. These advancements allow for improved resource allocation, minimizing costs, and maximizing efficiency throughout the project lifecycle. We need to exploit the power of technology to create connected and responsive infrastructures that meet modern urban demands. The future of transportation relies on these technologies for seamless operations and enhanced user experiences. So if we turn to looking at these case studies, and can I just again say that this is from the information that I'm presenting here is from public sources. So I'm not giving any secrets away, and I personally haven't been involved in any of the projects that I'm going to talk about. I'm also not going to talk about any major problems or weaknesses that there may have been in implementing these projects, because I simply don't know about them. In some of these cases, I've been a user. Okay, so I've actually been a transport user of these projects. Okay, so I've actually been to these places and experienced what these transportation projects have been like, but I have no inside knowledge. Okay, so I'm presenting information here from publicly available sources. The first one is the Tuen Mun Chek Lap Kok tunnel case study, okay, in Hong Kong. So this tunnel project exemplifies the successful implementation of IoT for monitoring and AI-driven maintenance solutions. Facing high traffic volumes, innovative technologies addressed efficiency gaps while enhancing operational reliability and reducing downtime. This project showcases a significant turnaround in traditional practices, reflecting the critical role of advanced technology in construction. The key outcomes underline the evolution of project delivery and management techniques in response to modern challenges. The next project is the Crossrail study, which was a big project in London and demonstrates the effectiveness of big data in project planning using simulation tools and building information modelling for better outcomes. Facing breaks in budget and time constraints, this project made significant strides in stakeholder collaboration and controlled costs. The lessons learned from Crossrail drive understanding of integrating large data systems into complex urban infrastructures. Emphasizing strategic project management leads to meeting and overcoming logistical challenges effectively. The Dubai Metro expansion. Okay, Dubai Metro showcased the efficacy of fully automated trains and IoT-based systems to match the demands of rapid urban growth. Addressing energy efficiency, smart resource allocation enabled a massive increase in transit capacity and reduced environmental facades. This project highlights the importance of aligning technology investments with sustainability goals in urban transportation. Progress reflects a paradigm shift achieved through innovative construction management strategies and advanced technologies. Singapore's smart traffic system. Singapore developed cutting-edge AI-driven traffic management systems to tackle urban congestion and boost sustainability in transport. By utilizing IoT-enabled sensors and real-time data analysis, traffic delays were minimized while emissions were significantly reduced. This case emphasizes the impact of smart technologies on improving commuter experiences and supporting urban livability. Singapore stands as a benchmark for modern cities striving for smart urban traffic ecosystems. The high-speed rail in California. California's high-speed rail project leveraged simulation models and big data analytics to navigate the complexities of construction planning. Focusing on mitigating environmental impact, this project emphasizes optimized resource use while ensuring minimal ecological footprints. A testimony to careful project management strategies, it balances the ambitions of rapid transit with sustainable practices. The outcomes signify lasting commitments to advancing infrastructure without compromising the environment. So, from those presentations, from those short cases, a number of key lessons we can see which have emerged, okay, which I think we can take forward in thinking about some kind of a framework of integrating strategic project management and smart transportation. So the first thing is the integration of the advanced technologies. So projects like the Dubai Metro and Singapore's traffic systems demonstrate the transformative impact of IoT, AI, and big data in enhancing efficiency, safety, and sustainability in transportation infrastructure. Secondly, the importance of strategic project management. The Crossrail project highlights how effective management strategies, including the use of tools like building information modeling and stakeholder collaboration, can mitigate logistical challenges and control costs. Thirdly, sustainability as a core objective. California's high-speed rail project underscores the importance of aligning construction planning with environmental goals, leveraging simulation models and resource optimization to minimize ecological impact. Fourthly, real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance. The Chuen Mun Chek Lap Kok Tunnel illustrates the benefits of IoT and AI in addressing high traffic volumes and ensuring operational reliability through proactive maintenance. And fifthly, the fifth lesson that I think we can take forward from the cases, alignment of innovation with urban growth needs. The Dubai Metro expansion showcases how smart resource allocation and automation can cater to rapid urbanization while maintaining energy efficiency and reducing environmental impacts. So what's the road ahead? So we're moving into some concluding comments. The future prospects. So the integration of IoT, AI, and big data promises transformative solutions for transportation efficiency and safety as we build the future. Essential project management techniques coordinate cross-disciplinary teams and mitigate risks for successful implementations of smart infrastructure. Lessons learned from diverse global projects emphasize the necessity of strategic planning and advanced technology in construction. Looking ahead, addressing issues such as cybersecurity and skills gaps will be crucial, heralding the future of transportation innovations. So before I start to wrap up my presentation, and I'm conscious of time and hopefully I'm not running over too much, some questions which I think arise from the presentation which we can take forward. What role does IoT, AI, and big data play in revolutionizing smart transportation systems? How can strategic project management address execution gaps in complex transportation projects? What lessons can be learned from global case studies like the Dubai Metro, Crossrail, and Singapore's traffic systems regarding technology integration? How can traditional inefficiencies in transportation project management be overcome with advanced technologies? What are the environmental implications of adopting smart transformation systems as seen in projects like California's high-speed rail? How can collaboration between governments, private sectors, and technology providers enhance the success of smart transportation initiatives? How can innovations in smart transportation systems improve supply chain efficiency, particularly in reducing lead times and optimizing logistics? How does real-time monitoring and predictive maintenance enabled by IoT improve operational reliability in transportation infrastructure? And just to wrap up, conscious of time, I would just like to say that I hope that my presentation today has basically given a broad overview of what I think the current issues are in terms of trying to integrate better project management with the smart transportation systems. So hopefully we've highlighted in this presentation the transformative role of things like IoT, AI, and big data in smart transportation systems. I've included a number of quick cases to provide some limited insight into practical insights and lessons learned. Okay, as I say, I wasn't involved in any of those projects personally, and the information that I've presented is from publicly available sources. The focus on sustainability. Okay, we've addressed, I hope, the need for environmental concerns and how smart transformation systems can align with sustainability goals. Strategic project management. Okay, hopefully, I have underscored the importance of effective management strategies, including agile methodologies and digital tools for project success. And hopefully, the presentation that I've just given has identified and discussed traditional challenges that we face in transportation systems and proposed some actionable solutions. I also think we need to have a future-orientated outlook. So I've provided a forward-looking perspective on emerging trends, including the importance of cybersecurity and skills development. So those areas I haven't gone into any detail, but I believe that they will be big issues. What I haven't been able to do, okay, to bring this presentation in line with the rest of what I believe we are talking about today, what I haven't been able to do is to delve more deeply into how smart transport directly impacts supply chain. Okay, I haven't provided much insight into how the stakeholders, for example, government, private sectors, and communities can collaborate effectively. So I've mentioned it, it is a big issue, but I haven't gone into a lot of detail on that. Okay, perhaps I've overgeneralized the challenges, okay, which we would need to discuss and be more specific and apply to specific areas of the world, specific projects, etc. Okay, so broad brush, okay, and but hopefully a start to what we're going to talk about in the preceding presentations from my esteemed colleagues.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for listening, and I hope I haven't gone over.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Christopher Prince.
Thank you.
We are not mistaken to have made you a keynote speaker, and in fact, you have really poured your experience reservoir experience that so many of us would like to key into. Transportation sector in any economy, we cannot underscore it, and the team that have been choosing and the topic has really comprehended, and we actually enjoy this, and we would like to plead with you that in the nearby future, this your experience, you would still not hesitate to share with us because in this forum that we are talking now, several professors in academy, policymakers are available, and the newly created the university, Federal University of Transportation, Daura, a Chinese collaborative university, a professor, the professor Abubakar Ahmad led his team to attend this particular webinar. I think you have not really made a speech or give a lecture to a lower class, to the caliber and timber of people in transportation management who aspire to collaborate, to review, to seek more knowledge and interact with people like your type and people that are ready to share their experience. You are welcome once more, and thank you very much, Professor Dr. Christopher Priest, for
Thank you.
your time taking on this particular period. The next topic is going to be handled by Dr. Legenda. I think the admin, will you please present, share the profile? Thank you very much. One of our guest speaker, Dr. Narayanasamy Rajendra, he is a senior lecturer at the School of... Okay. Don't worry, I will be able to read his profile from elsewhere. Yes, he is a senior lecturer at the School of Transport and Logistics, Malaysia University of Science and Technology. Dr. Rajan holds a PhD in business administrations and brings 25 years of industrial expertise in supply chain and logistics management. His tenure as the head of operations at Tesco Stores Distribution Center has honed his managerial and leadership skill, offering vast hands-on experience in the sector. Dr. Rajan's professional expertise spans across diverse domains, such as logistics, supply chain management, project, freight forwarding, multimodal transportation, shipping, chartering, and transport planning. His broad spectrum of involvement has cemented his reputation as a leader and expert in the field. In his role as both an academician and a trainer, Dr. Rajan's recent contribution reflects his unique ability to shape mind, inspire others, and provide industry insight, making him an invaluable mentor and thought leader in transport and logistics. No wonder the theme of this particular webinar today, Emerging Trends and Innovation on Transport, Logistics and Supply Chain Management, is going to be delivered by this emeritus doctor. And we hope his experience in manufacturing for the benefit of the people in major in supply chain management in manufacturing will be able to convey his experience and transfer it, and for the benefit of both academicians, the stakeholder, and the policymaker. Thank you very much. You are welcome, Dr. Rajendran. I think Dr. Lagera shared his slide.
Very good morning to all our distinguished participants, and a special thanks to my former boss and also Dean of our School of Transport, Dr. Reza Gadari, or Professor Dr. Reza Gadari, for giving me this opportunity And also to Dr. Fatai, also is my friend, for allowing me to do a presentation. And also I have another friend of Professor Dr. Said Kakui. To all of you, good morning again. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Can you please do a slideshow, sir?
Yeah, I think okay, let me try.
Okay,
now?
beautiful, sir.
Okay, now, so today's my topic, it be the emerging trends and innovation in transport, logistics, and supply chain management. In fact, this is your theme webinar to this time. Hope to complete by 20 minutes. Okay, objective of this theme is to provide insight into the latest trends, technologies, and innovative practices shaping the future of transport, logistics, and supply chain management, while exploring their impact on operational efficiency and sustainability. Okay, so there are in the importance of innovation.
One of the reasons I would like to work on the green methanol vessels
Oh,
is
sorry.
firstly the environment.
Okay, one of the thing is importance of innovation. Staying competitive in a fast evolving industry requires businesses to adapt to technological advancement and shifting market dynamics. Well, companies face operational inefficiency due to outdated process, fragmented systems, or inadequate technology. So cutting edge solutions like automation, AI, IoT can streamline operations and enhance customer satisfaction. The example like Amazon doing an automated warehouse robots to optimize its picking and packing and sorting process. So this combined with predictive analytics powered by AI, the company ensures faster delivery time and meeting customer expectation for rapid service. So as a result, Amazon has set benchmark to order fulfillment speed and accuracy. So another example like DHL using like smart glass in warehousing. So DHL introduced augmented reality smart glasses for warehouse workers to streamline order picking. So these glasses display picking instruction to guide workers to exact location of times, eliminating the need for paper-based system. So if you allow me, let me see, just play the video. I don't know, but I'll try to limit my time. This is not going to take long time. This is what about the glass.
Technology has always played an integral part in further improving warehouse operations. With the rise of augmented reality, we're about to take a leap ahead. DHL and Ricoh have piloted vision picking to drive the next wave of supply chain innovation that simplifies operations.
Vision picking is essentially equipping pickers with smart glasses that enable complete hands-free order picking. Today, we're using a mix of handheld scanners and a paper pick list, but we think we can make this process leaner and also more user-friendly by taking a paper and hands-free approach.
Vision picking can greatly increase productivity, reduce errors, and support our employees in their daily work. To find the best solution, we teamed up with Ubimus, the leading experts in wearable computing. Their vision picking solution is the most mature and flexible on the market, and we're easily able to tailor this to our environment and deploy it on the Vuzix and Google glasses.
Now the order picker can easily log in and begin picking by scanning the next available trolley. Using Ubimax's innovative user interface, task information is displayed.
Okay, that's enough, I think. Just to show you how the glass look like. Okay, now, and then it's about leverage innovation to improve sustainability and reduce costs. Example like global shipping leader Maersk, they adopted a biodiesel powered vessel as part of their sustainability strategy. And these ships reduce CO2 emission by 80% compared to traditional fuels. Okay, and then it's also about like Walmart using solar powered stores where where Walmart installed solar panels on the rooftops of many stores to generate renewable energy. This move reduced electricity costs and companies' carbon footprint. This is, in terms of sustainability, Walmart contributes to reducing dependency on renewable energy sources, advancing its sustainability goals. Also, it reduces costs by generating its own power. So Walmart saves significantly on energy expenses over time. And then on this, the gain insight into emerging technologies under the actionable insight, understanding key trends shaping the sector enables informed decision making and strategic planning. So gain insight in emerging technologies and their practical applications. Like example, understanding emerging technologies and their practical uses is crucial for a business aiming to remain competitive. Example, blockchain for supply chain transparency. Like Walmart utilized blockchain technology to ensure traceability of food products in its supply chain. Though through the IBM Food Trust platform, and Walmart tracks the journey of fresh products from farm to shelf. Okay, so practical application, blockchain provides a secure, immutable ledger that records every transaction. This ensures transparency and quick identification of contamination of sources in case of food recalls. Okay, then this is on the blockchain. When come to the other slide, we'll see another video which I'll show you how blockchain really helps in monitoring real-time information.
Clearly in front of his eyes. The trolley is also this.
Okay, this digital transformation in logistics, AI application, route optimization, and demand forecasting. Okay, the route optimization, like AI-powered route optimization, uses algorithms to analyze traffic conditions and road closures, weather and delivery schedules to identify the most efficient routes for vehicles. Example, UPS using the Orion system, whereby UPS employs Orion system and AI-driven platform to optimize delivery routes for its fleet. How it works? Orion evaluates data from millions of deliveries, traffic patterns, and packages volumes in real time, recommend and best route for each driver. So UPS says millions of gallons of fuel annually, reduce delivery times, and significantly lowers carbon emissions, contributing to operational efficiency and sustainability. And then on the real-time tracking and monitoring, which I have said just now, and then on the stimulating supply chain scenarios and optimization, like demand forecasting. Demand forecasting, like Amazon use AI-powered inventory management, where Amazon uses machine learning models to predict demand for products as a granular level. The AI analysis patches history, seasonal trends, and local preferences to determine stock requirement for each fulfillment center. So this enables Amazon to minimize stockouts and overstock situation, ensuring fast delivery to customers while optimizing storage and logistics costs. On the digital twin simulating supply chain, like Unilever created a digital twin of its factories and supply chain operation to improve efficiency and reduce waste. Like the digital twin stimulates supply chain process such as production schedules, logistics, and demand planning using real-time historical data. It identifies bottlenecks and evaluates the impact of potential changes, such as altering production lines and rerouting shipments. Unilever achieves faster response time to market demands, reduce waste in production, and improve supply chain resilience. Come to sustainability and green logistics. When it comes to carbon neutral supply chains and renewable energy adoption, we have certain, lot of example here. Getting to net zero carbon emission by 2050, there are about 8 initiatives have taken. And then you can, like increasing solar wind capacity, and then eliminate most electricity generation by coal and maintain current natural gas generating capacity, increase zero emission vehicles, increase sales share building heat pumps to 50%. All new buildings and appliances meet strict energy efficiency goals, and research and development for carbon capture, sequestration, and carbon neutral fuels. Build electricity transmission and pipelines for carbon discard and hydrogen gas. Under the eco-friendly packaging involves using biodegradable, recyclable, and reusable material to minimize environmental impact. This strategy reduces waste generated by traditional packaging materials. Example, IKEA. IKEA use mushroom-based packaging, whereby these packaging materials decompose naturally, can be composed after use, reducing landfill waste. Then IKEA initiative enhances its environment credentials and supports broader goal of becoming circular business by 2030. And then this is what we call blockchain transparency. So blockchain, as you know, because in supply chain globally, there are so many stakeholders involved. You know, the major what they call setback is we always complain about transparency. So when transparency in real time, all the stakeholders get the information at the same time, so it will make it help them to take faster decisions, and it helps in resilience in supply chain. I just play this. Let me play this trade line. Trade line is actually developed by MERS, whereby they're using blockchain in terms of documentation.
Every day, millions of shipping containers are in motion. An incredible achievement of logistics, coordination, and communication. But legacy data systems and manual document handling cause friction that costs both time and money for businesses and people throughout the supply chain. TradeLens is a digital shipping platform powered by blockchain that enables unprecedented transparency, collaboration, and efficiency in global supply chains. TradeLens provides control and management of shipping data and supplies innovative apps to every stakeholder in the supply chain: shippers, freight forwarders, intermodal operators, ocean carriers, ports, terminals, authorities, financial service providers, and more. To illustrate some of the ways TradeLens enables collaboration and reduces friction, let's follow a shipment of laptop computers from inland China to their final destination along the west coast of the United States. Using the document sharing capabilities of TradeLens, the shipper can submit shipping instructions to the carrier, who accesses the information to draft a bill of lading for the shipper's review. Once a final bill of lading is verified, the shipper and carrier, TradeLens makes it accessible to the customs broker, the authorities in the port of entry, and the cargo owner at the destination. All along the supply chain, access to shipping data and information is managed by TradeLens' sophisticated permissioning model. It controls who can add, view, and update information at each stage of a shipment, and provides a blockchain-encrypted audit trail of all critical actions. The benefits of TradeLens really deliver when the planned turns into the unplanned. Due to a sudden shift in inventory demand, the shipper requests the cargo be diverted to its distribution center in eastern U.S. near Savannah, Georgia. Following the request, the shipment is rebooked on another vessel, requiring a change to the manifest and a reissued bill of lading. Using TradeLens.
Sorry, because of the short of time, I think I just want you to feel aware about what is blockchain all about. Let me move on.
The carrier can create and publish the.
Okay, this is on the e-commerce and omni-channel logistics, whereby growing importance of hyper-local deliveries, integrated warehousing and order management, and seamless operations enhance customer experience through omni-channel solutions. Okay, this how it works in Amazon. Amazon leverage its extensive fulfillment network, integrating its warehouses, delivery systems, and retail location to ensure fast delivery for online and offline orders. Customers can place orders online for home delivery or pick up from Amazon lockers. Amazon also uses same day and next day delivery services to support seamless omnichannel experience. Like Walmart order online, pick up in store option allow customers to avoid shipping costs while ensuring fast access to products. And Zara, example, if an item ordered online is out of stock in warehouse, it will be shipped directly from maybe retail store. Like Alibaba, Cananio integrate advanced technology like IoT, AI, and robotics to manage inventory and optimize delivery routes. So it supports cross-border e-commerce by enabling real-time tracking and faster customer clearance. During Alibaba's single-day sales, Kainayo processed millions of orders seamlessly, ensuring timely deliveries across multiple channels. Like Nike integrates its website, its app, and physical stores to provide an omni-channel experience. It offers features like reserve online, pick up in store, and personalized product recommendation through its app. So customers can check store availability online and reserve products for pickup or have them delivered. Okay, future trends in transport and system, Hyperloop technology, which is Tesla, putting on shelf now. I don't know when it's going to take off. Advanced autonomous vehicles and AI-powered solution improving efficiency and speed. Like AI-driven predictive maintenance. Like DHL leverages AI algorithms to monitor and predict the health of its logistic equipments such as conveyor belts, forklifts, and trucks. Sensors collect real-time data on equipment performance, which is then analyzed to detect potential issues before they escalate into failures. So reduce downtime of this critical equipment through proactive repairs and maintenance scheduling. Like nearshoring to reduce dependency on distant suppliers. Just after the COVID-19, we have learned a lot of lessons. That's the reason like Toyota, like Adidas, a global leader in sportswear, traditionally relied on suppliers in Asia, particularly China and Vietnam for manufacturing products. However, supply chain challenges such as increasing labor costs in Asia, rising shipping costs, and disruption caused by COVID-19 pandemic pushed Adidas to adopt nearshoring strategy. And also a just-in-case supply chain strategy by Toyota. Traditionally, Toyota has been global leader in implementing just-in-time supply chain model where components are delivered precisely when needed in the production process, reducing inventory costs and waste. However, in response to global disruption like COVID-19 pandemic, Toyota has adapted its approach, incorporate element of just-in-case supply chain strategy, which prioritize resilience and flexibility. You can just always can Google and see what is just-in-case, strategy, because it's got lot of points there that we need to learn from just-in-case, strategy. And then this is on the building resilient supply chain, nearshoring that I have explained, and then diversification of supplier networks. We also have explained about the Adidas and post-pandemic strategies, focusing on resilience and flexibility. Then to recap what we have said, digital transformation is redefining operations. Sustainability and resilience are critical for future growth. Embracing innovation is key to staying competitive. Call for excellence, explore and adopt emerging technologies in your operations. Foster collaboration to drive industry-wide change. Thank you. Any questions or no? Then proceed to next speaker. Hi, anyone there? I have finished.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Dr. Rajan. This is a very powerful and practically inspired discussion. We quite appreciate your short time this thing that you delivered. This we are quite it's quite impressive. And we are happy to welcome you. And anytime we beckon on you, I hope you will not say
Okay.
no to us. Thank you very much. And it was very timely. It shows that the 25 years experience, industry experience, it wasn't a joke because you come from this and people on supply chain are able to like learn more. Despite that, the logistic aspect of it came from the military, the business has taken over, though the militaries are still not trying to agree on that aspect. Yes, that is for the lighter note. We'll move to the next person after the applause of the Dr. Rajan. We'll move to the next professor on the line. But meanwhile, we'll look at there is a form displayed in this if because the certificate of participation is optional. If you are interested in the certificate of this thing, you fill in the form and how you want your name to appear, you fill it so that we can listen. Our guest speaker next is Professor Dr. Said Kakwe. He is the president and founder of the Virtual World Institute, United States of America. They are in the United States of America, but they are reaching all over the world. They are global services that are ranging. No wonder our choice to partner with them was very, very huge free, and we are ready to bring it to Africa. And in the very shortest possible time, the next thing you'll be hearing Virtual World Institute Center in Nigeria through TRANSLOG Innovation Academy. He holds a PhD and he's a prominent academic figure and a director of academic publication at the Swiss Information and Management Institute, SIMI, in Switzerland. With expertise in material science, team leadership, and education, he excels in managing diverse responsibility. His academic excellence is further evidenced by his authorship of various books available on Amazon. Enhancing his impressive profile is his completion of the Management Executive Education Program in leading organization for high velocity performance at the MIT Sloan School and Management, showcasing his commitment to continuous learning and leadership in high stakes environment. No wonder the choice of the topic for today, which is application of virtual reality in education, especially transportation and logistics, was a wise choice. And we are all here to hear from an expert with diverse experience on it. You are welcome, Professor Dr. Said Kakwe. You are welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Yakini. I would like to say hello to everyone, for the dear organizer, participant, distinguished speakers. Today presentation, let me share. Can you see my slide?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to go for
slide mode.
Yeah, but the Zoom actually is covering it. So
yes, you go down, no, you miss it.
Yeah, just this one. Oh my God. There is a menu of the Zoom which is covering that part, so I cannot click on that.
We can see it. Maybe we'll continue, maybe along the line. Okay, it's down. It's down.
Yeah. Okay.
You,
Now,
you can equally use the slideshow on the menu bar.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Slideshow here. Okay.
So
Yeah.
continue, just the menu bar. After transition animation, you have slideshow.
Oops.
Yes.
Okay.
There,
Great.
good.
From begin. Okay. Okay. Now we are there. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Today's slide is about the application of virtual reality in education. So specifically transportation and logistics. But first, I would introduce the Virtual World Institute and our partners. And since we have started collaboration with TRA, CME, and that would be great to know more about that. So Virtual World Institute actually is an international VR-focused educational institute established in Indiana, USA. So we are offering a diverse range of programs, integrating immersive technologies. So that's a global platform connecting the learner from different parts of the world. So if you're willing to collaborate with us, just send us a message. We will sit and talk and to see how we can collaborate. So this actually VWI are transforming education through virtual reality. And our mission is to provide the cutting-edge educational experiences by using the virtual reality technology, other immersive technology, and we are planning to reach traditional learning with the future-forward immersive technique. And that can actually bring several goals. So first one is promote global access to high-quality education and training, equip a student, learner with the skill of the future, and innovate educational methodologies by using these immersive technologies. So why virtual reality? Since we are using the online platform, online system, so why is the need for virtual reality to be implemented? So most of you have experienced during the COVID time, running classes, teaching by just Zoom and some other online platforms, and comparing this type of teaching with the physical class showed you a lot of gap, a lot of weakness may happen during the online teaching. So virtual reality actually is the power, some type of power in education because it can enhance learning. So engage with the complex subject through fully interactive 3D environment. There are some type of, option which is not even available in physical teaching or physical learning. So there is a global collaboration. So a student and instructor connect from all corners of the world in a shared virtual space. So a famous professor can start teaching and a student from any country can join that class by using just a VR headset and they can feel that they are in a real class. So, and also there is experiential education. So learn by doing, simulate real world scenario, conduct experiment and experience historical event in immersive formats. So doing this part in the real world actually costs a lot. Just imagine running a chemical lab. So a student have to use a lot of materials, chemicals, safety items to make sure they are in a safe place and running the safe experiment. And that there is a limitation. But in virtual world, there isn't any limitation. Currently, there are several companies, they developed virtual chemical lab, virtual physical lab for different, even for medical field and for industrial field. So the student or learner, they can go there, they practice as much as they want, and they are sure they are in a safe place. So our unique approach, which is a holistic learning experience. So we have a flexible learning. So you can learn from anywhere using the VR platform. We have a multicultural environment. So you can engage with an international community of learners. So currently, for example, the Meta company that you know them very well. So they have a Meta Horizon. So Meta Horizon is some kind of Facebook in metaverse. You can go there, you can interact with different people. You know, you can attend to some type of a sport event, a concert, and you have interaction with people all around the world. Same as you have the similar interaction in Facebook in 2D view, which is your Facebook platform, online platform. But in Meta Horizon, you can have interaction in 3D view. And the real world application. So partnering with the industries and provide hands-on training and collaborate opportunity for different field. So came from the industry to medicals and educational institutes. So all can use this type of real world application. We have several partners. We just started last year, but there are so many companies that are trying to collaborate with us. And since we are established in US, so we have a global access, and we are willing to also extend more and work with more people. So there is Victor XR Spatial, which is the metaverse platform, IXR Lab, Eon XR, Luminal VR, our friend in Future Vision, Dr. Rajan, a spot publisher, our friend in TIA, Nigeria. So all of these partners are, you know, standing behind, next to us to help us to extend more immersive learning in metaverse environment or using virtual reality for education. So this is some photo from Spatial, which actually firstly was developed for gamer to play game in a virtual environment or in metaverse, but we are using this platform for our education. So you can see in the left side up, you know, there is a conference is being happen. So down we have our board meeting. In the right side, we have our event gathering and celebration in metaverse. So our friends and colleagues from all around the world, they join this event virtually. And this video shows some part of our campus in metaverse. So you can attend by using your phone, your laptop, your VR headset. And but using the VR headset will give you more chance to have a real interaction and feel that what is the virtual environment. If you dip too much to this VR environment, sometimes even you forget that this is a virtual environment. So your brain will get tricked, you know, will be tricked. And that's, you know, the fun part of the virtual environment, because you can use it for all different purposes, learn for instruction for learners, and you can train them with some 3D items that having them in the real environment is really expensive, like the jet engine that we have seen in the corner of the campus and some other items. So one of our fantastic partners is Victor XR. They are a leader in the VR development, construction in metaverse. So where the online learning meets the hands-on learning, the Victor XR is there. So they have a XR lab, which is now available to play on PC, computer, and MetaQuest headset. So the field of activity are from K-12 to higher education, homeschool, and corporate. And yeah. So the Eon Reality is another company we actually is our partner, and also we are their representative as a reseller. So they have, I can say they have a magic power. So they have a platform, can collaborate with them, and you can convert any type of, you know, current traditional courses to AI, VR type of courses. So they are really amazing in this field. And this is one of their design, just as an example, how the learner can learn by using the VR headset. So you just imagine this type of, the option for equipment and tools that can be used for any other industries, including the logistic transportation. So our other partner is the IXR Lab. So they are reimagining higher education with virtual lab simulation. So they explore the medical device and equipment. They are developing so many medical device and equipment, and also around the world and US. Like you can explore the human body organ systems. You can explore VR for medical training. So currently they're focusing on healthcare and medical, but they are able to also develop the VR tools for different other fields, including
Virtual reality has wide applications in the medical field, and medical education is one of them. IXR Labs medical VR modules provide an in-depth view of the human anatomy, such as the skeletal system, heart, lungs, etc., and also the various processes taking place inside. Let's explore the lungs and see its various parts, the insides, and the overall working. So these are the lungs, and we can rotate and see a 360-degree view of it. We can see the internal working and the various parts of it.
Just imagine all of this
inside
in
view,
3D view when you use the VR headset.
alveoli. Similarly, this is the heart, and we can see its internal working and the various parts involved by gene.
So just as an example, I just wanted to show this video. So just imagine this type of training, learning is happening in the VR environment, comparing this type of learning with a traditional learning, which was happening through the books, slides, and the online training. So our other partners is from Australia, the Lumina VR. So they also developing so many interactive virtual reality, items for training, and they are amazing too. So they were attending to our last webinar, and they are really doing a great job. So our other partner is Hands-On Virtual Reality Lab, so located in San Diego, California, US. So they also developing some extra tools for virtual reality training, which including some type of the VR gloves. So Professor Hamadani, he is a CEO of this company, and he's also a professor in San Diego University. So they are giving some others, they're bringing some other sense to the virtual reality environment. So in virtual reality, you can use the headset, so you will see everything in the virtual environment, but they are developing some type of gloves that when you put in your hand and you're running the experiment, it gives you more feeling that this is a real case. And also if something wrong happened, you can also feel that. So for example, exploding some chemicals. So there will be some shock in your hand, fingers, and you can sense it. So that would make the training and learning really amazing. So why we are actually in transportation and logistics? There is several challenges that address the complexity in operation, high training costs in real case. So the safety concern. So one of the big concern that's motivate people to use the virtual environment. So supply chain optimization and the opportunity that's unlocked by using the virtual reality is enhanced training, streamlined warehouse management, improved route planning, and better customer experience. Because the trainer, customers, student, they can practice as much as they want. So there isn't any limitation in terms of cost, time, location. So that will help a lot. So the key VR application in logistics and transportation, firstly focus on training. So there is a simulation for training, and currently our partner like VictorXR, They developed a forklift operator training. So you can just put your headset and there will be a forklift available for you. You can practice as much as you want. And at the end, you will be certified. And that certification can be used to bring a job for you in industry. So, and some other type of training like hazardous material handling, which is really dangerous and scary in the real world, but you can practice in the VR environment as much as you want to be a professional. So the warehouse management, there is VR enhanced inventory navigation. So the route optimization, visualizing complex delivery route. So the driver, the expert in this field of the transportation and logistics, they can practice as much as they want and in some type of the real world, but in virtual environment. So there is a safety enhancement, definitely one of the best option that we have in a VR environment. So the risk assessment and accident prevention can happen by using the VR. So there are so many case studies. So I just bring 3 of them to be reviewed together. But there are so many if you search. Even currently I am collaborating with Subaru Japan in US. So they also are using the virtual reality, augmented reality for training. And that costs a lot for them, you know. So our first case study is DHL, and they use a VR for training. So DHL are using VR-based training for warehouse staff to improve efficiency and reduce the errors. So what was the impact? 50% reduction in training time. For such a big company, that's amazing. So this 50% reduction in training time also will save a lot of money for the company. So improved employee retention rate. That's another achievement that came with the VR to this company. So the second case study is Audi, the car manufacturing, actually is using VR for logistic planning. So Audi employ VR to simulate the logistic operation during the vehicle production. So what was the impact for this implementation of VR? They had a faster planning cycles and they could reduce physical prototypes. That again save a lot of money for the company. And the third case study is using the VR in public transportation in Singapore. The Singapore Institute of Technology and Land Transport Authority harnessed the virtual reality to create a better commute. So the impact was to optimize the station layout and also to improve the passenger satisfaction. That was another amazing achievement by using the VR or virtual reality. So what do we expect for the future of VR in transportation and logistics? So it can actually, there is some prediction trend in this field, which is the first one, integration with AI and IoT, as my other colleagues mentioned, as Professor Christopher mentioned about that. So the widespread use in autonomous vehicles testing, development of virtual supply chain environment. This is currently happening, but it still is a predicted trend, but some companies started some work in this field. So, and there are some challenges to be addressed, the high initial costs. Actually, this was one challenge recently, but we can see how Meta is overcoming this challenge by introducing super cheap headset. So if you compare the Meta set, actually Meta headset with the Apple provision, you can find out what I mean. So they are really giving the super cheap headset comparing to the technology that we have there, comparing this headset with other, you know, the electronic device available in the market, I can say that is really super cheap. So, and also need for a skill personnel. So VR is new, people don't know about that. And some companies are trying to introduce this very well. Our job, our responsibility in VWI also is to bring this knowledge to people and to train them. So we have developed some training programs for trainers. So if in future you want to use a VR or AI and for your class, for your company, for your daily activity, for your training, for your event. So first of all, you need to be familiar with the VR environment. So we have developed some courses, and that can help you to be actually a trainer in VR environment. So at the end of my presentation, I have a gift for some of our participants. This is limited. So first come, first serve. And benefit of VR implementation. So definitely cost saving. So there are so many literature review. There are so many reports available on the internet that you can search, and it brings from 50%, 20% to 50% cost saving to the company by having efficient training and operation. So enhanced safety, one of the best actually the items that can be considered in a VR environment is safety. And actually it was one of the motivation for the most company to use VR, for their training. And it has actually real world risk reduction. You just imagine you have a very, the dangerous environment and super expensive equipment, even you cannot provide training for that equipment. So that is happening in the power plant, the electrical industry, oil and gas industry, automotive industry, that they have a few super expensive equipment, which there isn't a lot of trainer for that. There isn't a lot of professional available in each company for those type of equipment. So providing training is very expensive and also very dangerous for both sides, for the trainer, for the student, and also for the company who is providing that equipment, because they don't want to lose that equipment just for some training, because people during the training, they do a lot of mistakes. So using the VR will enhance safety. Sustainability. So it will reduce the physical prototyping and waste. So you don't need to spend a lot of money for your prototype and waste your money for something. So you can run everything in the VR environment, and if you are sure that it's working, then you can go to the real environment. So as a real example, because the past 3 years, I was working at Purdue University, one of the top 10 universities in the world. So they started a new bachelor program called semiconductor program. So engineering semiconductor. And they also, with collaborating a very famous company, I don't want to mention the name, don't want to advertise them. They are investing $1 billion to establish a semiconductor factory and platform here in our city. But the engineers need to be trained now. But at the other hand, the factory is not available yet. So what they do, they signed an agreement with a company who already built this factory and platform in virtual reality environment. And the student, engineers, they can go to that environment. They can practice with all equipment. They can be trained and professional in these 4 years they are studying. And after 4 years, which the factory is available, they can go directly to production line and work there. So the company also signed another agreement with India to support them by training of 60,000 engineers per year. So you can see how VR is important nowadays. Maybe no one knows about that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, but by such a big investment from Meta, Apple's, and those other companies, people know that how important VR is now, and why these companies are, attending to such competition to bring down their headset cost, to invest a lot on that. And even I heard that the Meta stopped several projects to invest just in VR. So the customer, the other actually benefit of VR implementation is the customer satisfaction. So those companies, they use VR, they reported that it improves services through the simulations, and it brings the customer satisfaction to the company. So this is a gift I told at the first of my presentation. So we have developed a course for trainers and educators. So we call it the VR for trainers and educators. So you can go to Virtual World Institute website. And this course is designed to introduce you to the fundamentals of virtual reality, including its core component, hardware, application in various fields. Through this interactive lesson, you will learn how to set up a VR environment, evaluate different VR platforms, and even create your own immersive educational content. We developed this course after reviewing so many platforms, after learning for at least 1 year, 12 months, every week we were practicing. And this is summary of what we learned. And we designed this course to teach other trainers to not spend a year, but maybe a week to learn what we learned before. So by end of this course, you will be equipped with the knowledge and the skill to leverage VR for enhancing teaching, learning, and professional training. So what you need to do is to first register to the course at our website, we are the virtualworldinstitute.org, and go to the main menu and the LMS login, then select create account if you don't have already. So because some of our colleagues who are attending to this webinar, they already have done it. Then you can click on home and find your course and register. So the good news here is that is actually expensive course because it took 1 year for us to learn and then to develop this course. But today we are giving this with 100% discount to just some limited seats. So I believe there is around 40 to 50 maximum. So the important part is that to using this coupon code, President-Pro. And if you feel, to face any difficulty and you cannot actually use this coupon code, or you have any other issues during the registration, please don't hesitate to reach out our IT expert and by using this email. So itc@virtualworldinstitute.org. Okay, thank you so much. That is end of my presentation. So I will stop sharing and waiting for MC to continue the session if there is any question, or if you want to go to the next presenter. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prof. You have really digressed everything. We have done everything and even done the marketing for us. So our work is very less. So what is going to happen is that before you know it, I've said it on the preamble of this particular program that we Nigerians and Africa at large would like new knowledge. Virtual reality for games is going. It's virtual reality for economics, for gains, for knowledge. That is what Nigeria is out for. That was the main reason we come for the partnership that you gave us and this thing. And we are very available for any participant that is in love with virtual. Virtually everybody will be involved with it. You see a troop of this thing will continue discussing and coming and becoming a large family of people that are interested in this program. Your lecture, or I call it discussion, despite that people are not responding. Sorry, the audience, the participants, whatever is your comment, you can put it on this is to give room for other people to deliver their lectures and speech for us. So it might interest you that here we are not low people. Several people that are participants here, from the YouTube up to Facebook, up to this Zoom, there are many. From the beginning, we have over 300 to up to close to 500 that are registered to participate. They are already participating from different area. We even have Professor Seth Akutsi from Kaduna State University, is an entrepreneurial specialist. He's in our midst. He started from the beginning and he's still here. We have a very business guru, person of Danjuma Aliu. He started from us from the beginning, and he's still not this thing. Another top-notch person that is road safety, a retired road safety officer, they call Masha overall is here, and he has other disciples that have the love for this. In person of Ibrahim Okehi has been with us here, and so many other people that I cannot even recognize or mention. We like hiding. So you have really delivered your lecture to the right audience, quality audience that are loaded, that very soon will start getting the feedback from us. Thank you very much, and we will not still hesitate to engage you anytime. In fact, the audience, we need to appreciate him despite his other tight schedule at this morning, because it is morning wherever where he is now. He decided to adjust to be with us at this particular period. We need to give him the accolade to listen to us, to adjust. That is what is most important in any partnership that we have. We'll keep on and continue to contact him and collaborating where we don't understand, where you want us to go, that will be of mutual benefit to every one of us and the mankind for a better environment, sustainability, and every other issue. Thank you very much, Professor, for delivering this wonderful lecture. You might still be around at the question and answer. Maybe there are one or two questions that people might want you to clarify. Thank you very much. Will now the admin, can you please share the slide? The profile of our next speaker. This is our boss, an indigenous, an expert in intelligent transporting. I was telling somebody that intelligent transport, he says, just hearing it for the first time because you are hiding. You are still at the age when the military discovered logistics. Today, the business has taken over. The academicians are modifying it. What we are having today is intelligent transportation, intelligent transport, intelligent logistics, which virtually the team has said the emerging trends and innovations on transport, logistics, and supply chain management. This particular speaker, our guest speaker, Dr. Joshua A. Odele, who specializes in sustainable transport planning, has built a career which spanned over 2 decades in the Nigerian transportation sector. He's currently director of Transport Technology Center at Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology, Zaria, Nigeria. Dr. Odele has successfully contributed to transportation journals, books, and conference proceedings at local and international level. He is the editor of the Nigerian Journal of Logistics and Transport, published by NITT Zaria. He has a Bachelor of Arts degree in Classics from the University of Ibadan, a postgraduate diploma and Master of Science degree in Transport Study from Olabisi Onabanjo University, Agoiwe, and a PhD in Transportation Geography from the University of Lagos, Nigeria. He is a chartered fellow of the Nigeria Institute of Logistics and Transport. This particular personality is the chairman, Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, Zaria branch, which is NITT, the most pioneer of transport education in Nigeria. I think he will be right for this topic that was choosing for him today, which has ably accepted to deliver the digital highway for sustainable smart transportation, to be delivered by Dr. Joshua Odele. You are welcome, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, MC. I'm highly delighted to be here this afternoon. So, and I also want to appreciate the organizers for putting this program together, because I've been able to learn a lot from the 3 presenters, especially the 2 presenters that were able to show us the global initiative, the trend in technology deployment as far as transport is concerned. Again, the 3rd presenter also inform us, sensitize us about the need for training and retraining of personnel in the transport industry. So based on these 3 presentations, my job is well cut out for me. That is, the 2 other presentations have been able to give us the global perspective. So I'll be looking at the local perspective. For those of us who are from Nigeria and other developing countries, we are still lagging behind as far as technology and innovation deployment is concerned in transport. And that will be the focus of my presentation, to look at the local environment. Where are we? What are we really doing? And what are we doing it rightly? What are we supposed to be doing? And what should be the way forward? So that we're able to have smart and sustainable transport system in our society. So that will be the focus of my presentation. So once again, thank you, the MC. So let me share my presentation now. Can you see it? Is it okay? Can you see it? Hello?
Yes, I saw slideshow already. We can see it.
Okay, so I can just go ahead.
You can just go ahead, sir. Very
Yeah,
beautiful.
okay. So the title of this presentation is Digital Highway for Sustainable Smart Transportation in Nigeria, a Global Strategy. The idea behind the presentation is that the world is moving forward and rapidly as far as technology deployment in transport and logistics is concerned, because technology is now driving the 21st century. And this is indeed evident in the deployment of information and communication technology. And that's all what intelligent transport system is all about. You make use of ICT-enabled devices to make your transport system efficient as well as reliable. For instance, the concept of smart city is also based on the volume of the amount of ICT infrastructure being deployed in any society. So the information and communication technology is really driving the 21st century transport and logistics sector. So, and this is one area that every stakeholder really has to show interest. Otherwise, your operation, your services will be inefficient and will be less smart. And it may not, at the end of the day, be cost effective enough if you don't deploy adequate and appropriate technology. So the ICT integrated technology in transport comprises of intelligent transport systems such as sensors, cameras, computer, telecommunication technologies. All these are being deployed in today's transport system to make transport more efficient. That is, sensors of different sizes and types, of different capacity, cameras. We have ANPR camera, automatic number plate recognition camera, to really capture the immediate environment of the road or highways. Computing is also a major component. Telecommunication technology is also being deployed. And this is when we hear of highway digitalization, this is all what we are referring to. For an highway to be properly digitalized, you expect to have along that corridor sensors of different types, cameras of different types, as well as communication gadgets, equipment. All these technology are specifically for ensuring real-time data sharing, for ensuring just-in-time delivery of cargo, as well as passengers, as well as cost effectiveness. So what we are saying in essence is that a digitized highway comprises of different sort of technology such as camera, that enable information sharing between the backend as well as the vehicle itself. So the aim of this paper in particular is to highlight the global best practice in highway digitalization, referencing the Korea city by city model. So what I'm trying to say here is that if we look at the technology today, as far as Nigeria is concerned, and other developing countries, we find out that we have a lot of areas in which we may be thinking of we need to deploy this technology, camera technology, sensing technology, and so on. But how do we go about it? What do we do first? What should we do last? And that also refers us to the first presentation that talks about project management. What should be the timeline? What should be the strategic approach towards deploying all this technology? Meanwhile, we cannot do everything at once. It has to be in phases. And that's one of the major focus of this presentation this afternoon. So why highway digital? Why do we need digitized infrastructure? One, it is only in digitalized environment the following benefits will be realized and operated. Today we have thinking highways. An highway will be able to think if you have camera on it, if you have sensing technology on it, if you have telecommunication on it. So what I mean by thinking highway or smart highway is that the highway will be able to report itself to a back-end unit or office, the performance level, real time, that is whether there's congestion, whether there is pollution, whether there is a delay, and so on and so forth. So a thinking highway, a smart highway, is the highway that it has capacity to report itself to the back end for further action so as to make it more efficient in terms of performances. So thinking highway or smart highway are expected to exchange real-time communication in the area of performances level with the traffic operation center. As it is today in Nigeria, we still don't have this type of a system. In other words, our highways are still not smart enough. So a smart highway will be able to engender vehicle-to-infrastructure communication. We will have loved to have a situation whereby a BRT bus could remotely command the traffic light at an intersection to change from red to green so that the public transport will not be delayed at intersection at all. It's only when the bus is communicating with the traffic signal that we'll be able to say, yes, our highway is now smart, or is a thinking highway, or is now digitalized. But up till now, even including Abuja, we still don't have that type of a system. And this is the type of system the world is rapidly going into, and the technology is fast changing over time. Again, when you have on a smart highway, vehicle-to-vehicle communication possibility, whereby vehicles will be able to communicate with vehicles to one another if you are getting closer, or to even communicate with pedestrian to alert the pedestrian as well as the drivers. This will engender safety and guarantee efficiency of the highway. Again, a smart highway will enable quick response to incident and accident because it's going to report real time to the backend. It enables autonomous vehicles operation. You cannot do truck platooning or driverless vehicle in an environment that is not highly digitized, whereby you have your AMPR camera in place, you have your different types of sensor in place, and you have your communication sensing technology in place. Because the algorithm that the driverless vehicle is using is based on the initial data collected on that particular highway over a period of time And that is why the vehicle will be able to analyze when to go left or to go right at an intersection or to drive on straight forward. So all these things are made possible because of investment in technology. So these are some of the examples of, for instance, this is more of a vehicle-to-vehicle communication. You can see the signs of the signal from one vehicle to another, if you are getting closer and so on. Down here, we have truck platooning, whereby the lead truck is the one controlling others at the back using the sensor technology. All this technology is today being experimented in countries like US and UK. Can we do this type of service? Can we provide this type of service in our environment today? No. And that is why one of the reasons we should be looking towards the new projects we are handling now should be able to accommodate this type of technology in our country in such a way that we will be able, our logistics system will be able to benefit a lot in terms of prompt delivery, just in time of consignment from one point to another. But if our project are still being designed in the old traditional way of highway design, whereby technology is minimal, then we have not started. And we really need to do that, to do something in that regard. So here we have the traffic control center. It's all over the place. But I'm not sure of, probably we have up to 3 or 5 in the country today that are fully operational for traffic management. This enhances safety, security, and efficiency. So the traffic control center is made possible because we have been able to invest in this technology I mentioned earlier. As long as we don't have this on a highway, I mean the technology, definitely the issue of one chance will still be there. The issue of hijack, kidnapping will continue to grow over time. So it's high time we invest more on this technology to ensure and guarantee cost effectiveness in the transport sector in Nigeria as well as other developing countries, because Nigeria is not the only culprit in this regard. Most other developing countries are yet to key into the idea of intelligent transport system deployment on their highway, as well as other modes of transport, railways, and so on. So what is the problem? In Nigeria, and by extension, other developing countries, is still at the lowest level, notwithstanding the potential. Again, the few ones that we see around, the projects are poorly coordinated. They are neither guided by national or regional strategic deployment plan, because this is what is being done elsewhere. Before you go into investing in a particular technology, you want to see what is the priority of a region as far as technology deployment is concerned. What is the priority area at national level, so as to be able to ensure that whatever investment you are putting in place will justify the means at the end of the day. But that is still not being done because the projects are done individually, haphazardly. So again, it's therefore, so that's part of the problem we have in this part of the world. There are institutional problems at state and national level as far as making sure that our highways are digitized appropriately.
Hello. Hello, admin. Maybe
I think we lost him due to network issues. It's not on at the moment.
okay. He was almost rounding up. He was almost rounding up. Let me check the slide at what point he was. He was almost rounding up. However, that is another logistics issue on technological aspects that we have from developing country that we need to start working on. The policy makers, investors should start looking at these areas. Partners should start looking at these areas where they can invest in Nigeria. Nigeria is open for investment, and things like this is an opportunity that you are seeing it directly. So it has a potential, economic potential for anyone to invest in technology to improve our services here. According to him, it is not just happening in Nigeria, it is happening in the most developing country like in Africa and some other areas. But now we've seen what we have seen here. We still have South Korea
Hello?
city by.
Hello?
Okay, are you back?
Yes, sorry about that.
It's logistics issue.
Okay, please, when next you don't hear me, kindly notify me by call.
Okay, sir.
So I will run over it, please.
All right.
Yeah, I think I'm okay somewhere around here.
Your slide is not showing.
Hello?
Your slide is not showing now.
Is it okay now?
Yes,
Hello?
it's okay. Selected highway digital infrastructure.
Okay, this where I stop, Abi.
No, it's slide 9 that you are showing now.
I think I stopped here, Abi.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. So these are some of the projects that are currently ongoing in Nigeria. There could be other ones that I may not be aware of. But what I'm saying in essence is that we are still far behind as far as deployment of this technology is concerned. So these are
we can't hear you again. We are not hearing you again. He was on the slide. This is selected highway digital infrastructures. He spoke on the shortcomings in Nigeria and what should be done for country priority, speed management, axle load control, intersection management and traffic control, security safety, the real-time highway data collection and storage, pavement profile and quality management, bridge control and monitoring. Then he has other things to discuss about, which is development strategy of leading his country in Asia, like Japan. He made an example of citing example of Japan, South Korea, and Singapore, how it leads in intelligent transport system, because they view intelligent transport as one of the suite of IT applications or infrastructure that are capable of transforming their society and drive economic growth. Then he specified South Korea that become national priority of government since the late 1990s through formulation of first national ITS master planning, which he said is lacking in the country. Then he now discussed about South Korea city by, he has it in his document, South Korea city by city. He now South Korea, how they built ITC infrastructure infrastructure on city-by-city basis, establishing the model starting 1998 with pilot with Kwachon City, followed by a 90.8 billion one, which is $75 billion MOCT investment. What he's saying in essence is that it requires a lot of investment, that a private partnership is important to come in. And he has some recommendations for Nigeria authorities. Like he talks about Nigeria in collaboration, it should collaborate with private stakeholders to put in place the following cost-effective. That is coin, design, intelligent transport system vision and mission for the country. Then draw the national ITS policy and master plan. He further suggested Nigeria and other countries, developing countries, institutionalize national ITS services and phase out ITS investment and deployment. It should be done on a city-by-city basis. That is, like now, deploy more power to region or the state or the local government, whatever it is applicable that can be done. He now cited a modern city like of that of Lagos, Abuja, Kano, Port Harcourt. In the first category can be a case study, then before you now move to another grade B city. Then in his conclusion, he cited the country transport system, which will only become smart city and competitive unless ITS investment and plans are properly coordinated by the authority and private interest, that the private investor will have to be interested, but there must be an enabling environment for them to do it. And he talks about the institutional gaps in the country, that investment and management should be reversed so that you take care of that institutional gap. The stakeholder, public, private, need to ensure standard and quality of highway ITC design. So these are part of the recommendation he has. And he finally said the Korea city-by-city model is therefore recommended not only for Nigeria, but all other development countries as they transit into intelligent, smarter, and safer digital highway environment. Thank you for listening according to his slide. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether I represent him a bit. Gentlemen, I don't know whether I represent him a bit. I want comment, please, so that we can proceed.
Yes, you did, yeah, you did.
Okay.
So probably we just drop a slide. Yeah, you did. Thank you.
All right. So our guest speaker, which has actually spoken on intelligent transport system. Ironically, we now have that the logical issue, which is technology, as an issue that has to come. Now, our speaker this time around is going to talk about what the TRANSLOG and its partnerships are doing at the moment. Then I wish to recognize Dr. Shehu Usman Gidado. He has been with us and he even made some valid comment at a time. These are Zaria transportants that are doing and shaking what we need to recognize and do. But those are people that we may not be able to recognize because we are not them. They should just pardon us. It is not intentional. Whatever hitches we have now, we are going to learn from it. Dr. Moji Dolaiwola is a leading expert in the field of rail transport and modeling, with a PhD in transportation and logistics from Malaysia University of Science and Technology. He earlier attended Lagos State University and studied management technology with a specialization in transport technology management. He holds a Master of Science degree in transport geography from the same university. He has over 10 years of experience and is currently working in the School of Transport and Logistics with over 30 articles, publications, and books of reading to his contribution to the academic advisor. He has various research interests in public transport, urban structure, road assessment, bus stops, laybys, coping with stress and the implications on road transport operators in the country. Dr. Majid is a co-founder and vice president academy of TRANSLOG Innovation Academy, Nigeria. I hereby invite Dr. Majid Olaiwola to give a speech of the present program that TRANSLOG Innovation Academy has and intend to have. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you, moderator. I hope I'm audible enough. You can all hear me.
You are, sir.
Yeah, because there's something due to technicality and technical problem. I will ask the IT guy to share my slide. So I'll just talk to the slide and I will explain the courses we have in TRANSLOG. And I want to appreciate the Swiss partnership and our partnership as well in the US for the collaboration that we've been getting. And as the future holds, we will continue doing our collaboration and expanding the knowledge in Nigeria and in Africa as large. So basically in TRANSLOG we run a five certificate program. And
admin, move to slide 1.
Yeah. So can you please take it to slide 1, please, and put it on the slideshow so that I can talk to it. So
admin,
moderator,
slide 1, please.
Can you please assist there so that
you're on it. You're on slide 1.
No,
this
you're
not
not
slide 1.
That's the end slide, please. Can you please take it to slide 1?
This last slide.
Okay. What can you see from your end now?
It's just the last end of the slide.
Which is thank you.
Oh, okay. Let me stop sharing. I'm coming.
So basically, we have a five certificate program. We run a certificate program in aviation logistics specialist. And the follow one, the second one we run again is certified logistic executives. The third one we run is the supply chain executives, and the fourth one we run certificate in transport management for the executive as well. And the last one, which is the fifth one we run in TRANSLOG, is certified transport management and safety specialist. And all these courses are short courses for now, because we understand that some executive wants to run some programs. So we design this program for them to be able to participate in what TRANSLOG is trying to offer, and with partnership with CIMI, so that there can be a collaboration. And the educational requirement for you to participate in these courses, you must have obtained the 4th degree and probably in management, in supply chain, and in related courses that can enable you to understand what transport is all about, and so that when you are coming in from the beginning, you can be able to dissect and understand the tenacity of transport and how it applies to our daily life. And for advantages, the other one for advanced degree, which is optional, which is acceptable as well, but it's optional. And we look at the experience as well as a factor for inquiry, or for those of you that have worked in an industry for more than 10-15 years, we could do a waiver for that for those ones. And as I've said earlier, these certified programs are mainly for the executive cadre for now, to enable them have an insight about what they are doing. Some of them have worked in the industry for 10-15 years, and they want to have this certificate program to broaden their knowledge about what they know. So the educational requirement for this program, the first basically the 4th degree, which is the undergrad, the degree you have at the 4th degree, and the experience as well as part of the requirement. And we don't look at the benefit of this certification program. We look at the next slide, please. When we look at this benefit of this certification. Admin, the next slide, please. We are looking at industrial recognitions, and we're looking at career advancement. Now, this certificate, once you definitely the partnership, it becomes global because we have a partnership everywhere. So you are being recognized based on the certificate you've carried from TRANSLOG Academy. So is a general thing, and the duration for this, because it is, we understand that most of the executives are all working. So the duration for these courses is not a open stretch one. We run it 5 days from Monday to Friday, and every Saturday for 5 weeks. So the 5 weeks cut across all those timings that you are going to run. And mind you, this program, these classes will be run online. So for you to visit, you can visit our website for you to know the amount you're going to pay for this program, for the program, which is going to be running, as I've said, which is going on for 5 weeks. And the certificate, the intake requirement, the orientation, and so on is all stated in the website for you to. We have info at translogacademic.org, and we have our offices in Abuja and in Lagos. And sometimes we have also we can meet us on all our media channels for us to ask any question you want to ask about the certificate program in TRANSLOG. I think with this, if you have any other question, you can put it on the email for us to respond to it, and which we can easily answer to your questions as it comes in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mojid, for the summary of what is done at TRANSLOG. This thing, we are poised to collaborate with the people and bring education, quality education, down to the doorstep of individuals in Nigeria, apart from the Nigerians in Africa. If you visit our website, you'll be able to see more and details our other programs that we have in stock. Ours is to ensure that we look for quality education that will impact into society, regulative level, the government attention, where we draw them to. We look at, we look at TRANSLOG and look at the Nigeria environment, not just Nigeria, as an African center to bring innovations and strategy that will be able to. We are going to leverage on the knowledge that is available, the manpower development that will boost us, and Nigeria and other African countries will be hybridized. This is synchronized together and become economically viable, sustainable, socially and environmentally. Thank you very much. And for that one, we need anybody that has questions to throw it to the comment section. That the presenters, they are still available. They will respond to it adequately. And we still expect people to visit our site information and the form that is available. If you want certificate of participation, we'll put it there. And for those people who have the hitches of connecting, we apologize and provide alternative for you. We'll try to modify next time and improve on what has this thing. And for our partner, we are very happy for the attention. And the next on the slide, please, on the program, because we have kept people waiting at all. Oh, it's one question and answer. So, sorry, in the period of this question, I seek the indulgence of the host, the chief host, and the co-host, that the management team of Federal University of Transportation, Daura, we want to have a 2-minute speech. Because I don't know whether Professor Abubakar Ahmed is still available here. If he's available, please unmute and take the stage to brief us. Professor Abubakar Ahmed and his team from Federal University of Transportation, Daura, Nigeria. Meanwhile, the admin, can you check, did you bring some of the questions so that we'll be going, when they are ready, they'll be able to speak to us. Okay, from us. Okay. Okay, unmute him, please. Mr. Yusuf, unmute the representative of Federal University of Transportation, Daura.
Okay, what's the name, please? Because I can't see Professor Abubakar. What's the name of the representative?
He sent a message now.
Okay, I'll just check the message.
I think it's a FUTD, Daura.
Okay, all right then.
Okay.
FUT. Okay. He's been asked to mute. So
thank you very much. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ikini. Let me begin by congratulating the organizers of this webinar and TIA, as well as the speakers, all the speakers. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, I personally have learned a lot from this webinar. Thank God I didn't miss it. My name is Professor Ahmed Abubakar. I'm the Director of Academic Planning, Federal University of Transportation, Daura. I tried before today to encourage our colleagues in the university to join, because I expect this kind of presentations to be brought. So I don't know whether they were able to join or not, but on behalf of all of us in the university, I wish to inform you that the university is a new university that is established by the federal government of Nigeria with the sole mandate of addressing numerous problems in transportation in Nigeria. And we are all aware, we are all witnessing these problems. We know them from highway to railway to airway, all. Wherever you go in transportation, we are all experiencing problems. In terms of technology, in terms of management, everything is problem. Now, when we took off, when we were granted the permission to begin academic activity, we never envisaged the gravity of the problem until we started. And for now, the National University Commission has granted us permission to mount 14 programs, 6 of them engineering program, including highway engineering, railway engineering, civil engineering, mechatronic engineering, mechanical engineering, and civil engineering. And then there are 8 management courses or programs, which includes logistics and supply chain, transport management, railway management, and others. So we realize that the task ahead of us is overwhelming. As a university, even though it is the first of its kind in the whole of Africa, a single university that is covering all the grounds of transportation, this is the first of its kind. We have other universities or other institutes that are running some specific areas, but to have all-encompassing institution, this is the first. And now we have to agree that it is not something that we can do alone. We cannot achieve the vision or realize the vision of the university in isolation. So the university is now open for collaboration. We want to appreciate the National Nigerian Institute of Transport Technology, NITT, They have been so helpful to us. We also appreciate the aviation school, College of Aviation Zaria. They also have been helpful. And we're in the discussion with the LASU and other institutions like Maritime Academy, Okerunkoko, and so on. So any institution that is transport related, we are ready to partner with them. Or individuals. You see, funny enough, last week I was in Abuja for a seminar, a conference, and I met somebody who I will not disclose the name, but he's from National University Commissions. He asked me a question that, Prof, how can you get experts in transportation to come and teach students in that university? That he's told me categorically that he doesn't believe that there is anybody in Nigeria that knows anything about transportation. And I said, no, it is not correct. Our university has gone around the country to source for experts. And believe me sincerely, today, I have now realized that even what I thought we have much more than that. So there's no reason why Nigeria should not be able to manage this university in order to achieve our goal. So the main message here is that the university is open for partnership. We are ready to partner with LASU. We are ready to partner with TRANSLOG Academy. We are ready to partner with other institutions outside Nigeria. So far, we have already signed MOU with universities outside, like Russian University of Transportation, Central South University, China, and some universities in the UK. But it is usually easier and cheaper for us to partner with some universities within the country or our neighboring countries in Africa. So the door is open for collaboration. Feel free, anybody who is interested in contributing, it's a national assignment. You are serving the country, not Deura. The university is not for Deura, it's not for the North, it's for the whole Africa. So please, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to reach out to the Vice Chancellor of the university through an email, vc@futd.edu.ng. We are in the process of recruiting senior academics. Senior academics, we have the lower cadre more than enough. We are looking for from senior lecturers to professors. Whoever is interested, you are welcome. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you very much, Professor Abubakar Ahmed for the highlighting about where there's a Federal University of Transportation, and you have said that Nigerians are ready to contribute. Everyone is ready to contribute because Federal University of Transportation, it is our own university, and we are ready to develop it, and we are ready to support it in our own little way, and we are ready to collaborate through both local and international organization for manpower development that will be beneficial to the nation and the Africa and the world at large. It is very appropriate, and we are ready to come up to have even come up to attend this thing. Thank you very much. You are welcome, sir. The next thing is question and answer. Where are the questions? The admin, do you, from the chat room, do you have any question on answer? Because I've seen several questions here that Professor Christopher has been responding to. And don't forget to fill the form, the form for certificate of participation. And if you have any other information, try to contact us at information@translogacademy.org. info@ translogacademic.org. It's on the chat room. Do you have any outstanding question?
There's a question here to Dr. Rejan.
Okay.
What are the challenges of supply chain management for today and perhaps future, especially with peculiarities to specific areas of the world?
Is Dr. Rejan still available?
Yes. So, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Okay, now, if you look at now current trend, more prominent issues are related to sustainability and artificial intelligence. In terms of sustainability, you know, this carbon footprint is now in a critical situation now because major contribution of the what they call green gas emissions are from transportation. So we need to look into more on green logistics options, and then reduce waste in terms of circular economy, whereby you need to recycle most of the items so that now the current, the future generation might enjoy the same what we enjoy now. So that is the issues in terms of sustainability. In terms of AI, artificial intelligence, the predictive analytics, in terms of using IoT devices to improve the efficiency of these logistics performance. These are the two areas I believe is going to be a feature of this industry. Hope I have answered your question. Hi, Ikeni. I have done the answer.
Yes, you have, sir. Dr. Salah, please check your charts. Other questions are on your chart. The next question is for Professor Priest, though he has left. I don't know if any of the presenters can take the question on his behalf. The question is, with regards to insurance and cyber risk, what could be the impact of smart transportation, positive or negative, and magnitude? The impact of smart transportation, the positive, the negative, or the magnitude of such an impact with regards to insurance and cyber risk. I don't know if any of the presenters can do justice to that. Dr. Salah, are you still on? Dr. Giwa Majid. Dr. Yakin.
Sorry, with regards to insurance and cyber risk, what could be the impact of smart transportation, positive or negative? Smart transportations are like a response that you get from technology when you are doing transportation. And every system comes with its own risk, with cyber risk and every other issue. And the technological aspect of it, it's required to be mitigated, and all sensitive informations need to be encrypted so that it will not go into the wrong hand. And every other issue has to be insured so that in case of any breaks of this particular one, the insurance take covered. It's just like a vehicle. Even the manual vehicle you are using has its own risk. If that's why you have insurance to cover it. On the cyber risk, it's still another risk. The technology aspect of it, you will continue to work on it to navigate against the risk. But however, the advantage, the positive end of the smart transportation is far, far higher than the risk involved. So the adoption of smart transportation, logistics, and supply chain management is encouraged and recommended for organizations and individuals. Who asked that question? Mr. DBC Yusu. Okay. It's you now. Are you Mr. DBC? Mr. DBC?
I'm with you, sir. I'm with you, sir.
Yes.
There's another question.
Okay. Which other question? Which other question?
Okay. I'm with you, sir. You can go on, sir.
Yes, I'm looking for another question.
Yes. How can virtual reality technology be utilized to simulate real-world driving scenarios, enhance driver education and training, and ultimately reduce road traffic fatalities?
Okay, how can
virtual reality technology?
How can virtual reality technology be utilized to stimulate real-world driving scenario, enhance education and training? This is Professor that give the lecture still around? Sorry. Virtual reality, VWI, the president of VWI.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, definitely it can happen because it actually happened 20 years ago for aerospace industry. So most pilots are trained during the using the virtual reality to be a pilot. So the same strategy can happen for this question. I hope I answered.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
There isn't any limitation in virtual world for training. So definitely it can be better option comparing to the current available training in the market.
Any other question?
That's all for now.
Okay. We are coming towards the end of this, but meanwhile, we need the Thanksgiving.
Vote of thanks.
Vote of thanks from Dr. Fatai Yakin. Don't forget to fill the form for the certificate. Dr. Fatai. Is he not available? Dr. Majid.
Sure. I'm not sure he's still here.
Yes,
okay.
I'm here.
Dr. Majid is okay. could you deliver a vote of thanks? We can't find Dr. Fatai.
Okay, thank you so much. I want to appreciate the speakers and appreciate the moderator for handling this program very much, with timing. Okay, the president is here, so I will allow the president to go. And can you please allow the president to talk, please? I'll mute the president. Let him talk. Moderator, please, can you unmute the president, please? He's muted, so you can unmute him, please.
Okay. Admin, just do that.
He's unmuted already.
Okay, so you can speak now. The president, you have the floor, please. You can speak now.
Sorry, do you want?
Okay, I think the president is still having issues with the technical issue. So I will appreciate. Okay, I will appreciate the speaker and our chief host for this webinar. And we've all said all about, from issue of technological innovations. We've talked about the virtual reality. We've talked about the project management of smart city. And all this all put together is driven to one aspect, that we need to speak out and make this transportation the way we want it to be, in terms of moving with the trend of development to meet with it. So as Dr. Delaya said, that we cannot do without technology to drive innovation. So innovation, technology would drive innovation, and at the same time, innovation will increase our the span of transportation and logistics. So I want to thank all the speakers for their timing. We will appreciate our keynote speaker, that we have to wake him up in the midnight to be able to get himself prepared for this his message. And we want to appreciate our host as well. And I want to thank the president as well for this nice outing. So on behalf of the president, Dr. Fatai Ekin, and the host, Professor Reza, and all the management staff of TRANSLOG, we want to say thank you so much for participating in this webinar. And please, you can please drop your email address so that we can send you the certificate. And please, the feedback survey is there as well for you to get your feedback from the speakers. Thank you so much. So, moderator, I hand over the baton to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mojid. Is Dr. Fatai back?
He's not back.
Okay. Thank you very much. We're about to draw the curtain on this webinar. I want to implore every one of us to be looking out to further this thing. The webinar is to herald the TRANSLOG Innovation Academy partnership with the Swiss Information and Management Institute of Switzerland and the Virtual World Institute of the United States of America. We are looking forward for more courses, more collaborations. We will be here to promote the programs starting from the degree, short courses, to the degree up to PhD level of Swiss Information and Management Institute. The innovation going all over the world, from the Europe, the Asia, and the East, and even Africa cannot be lagged behind. Nigeria must take the lead. The TRANSLOG will take the lead and collaborate with other institutions of similar interests to take the lead and take Nigeria and the globe to the next level of sustainability, where social and economy and environmental impact will be benefited, will have mutual benefit. I thank every one of us that have decided with free join, free lecture, free join, free benefit. It is wonderful. everybody behaves well. I thank all the policy makers, the professors, the academias, and every business that come today to attend this meeting. The next one, the TRANSLOG Innovation Academy, will have other programs, which the president ordinarily was supposed to highlight, but unfortunately he's not available. Now, he will have highlighted. We are coming with a journal that will propagate transport, logistics, and this thing. That will be groomed and grown up to
Hello,
the
moderator.
IS impact this thing. Well, thank you. Are you back now? Because we are just dropped this thing.
I have been here, but the host is not allowing me to speak. But now I've been unmuted. Thank you so much. I want to seize this opportunity to thank our distinguished guests, eminent speakers, respected participants from all over the world. As we bring this enlightening webinar to a close, it is my privilege and honor to thank our esteemed partners, the Swiss Information and Management Institute in Switzerland and the Virtual World Institute for making this program a reality. I also want to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished speakers, Professor Priest, Dr. Rajen, Professor Said Kakoi, and Dr. Odeleye. Your expertise and thought-provoking insights have inspired us to think critically about the future of the transport industry and how we can contribute to the advancement of the industry. I also want to thank all the participants. Your presence and engagement today have been pivotal to the success of this event. Your active participation underscores the importance of collective effort in driving innovation and sustainability in the transport industry. I must not forget to thank my colleagues who are part of the management team of TRANSLOG, Dr. Mojid and Dr. Salau, for the effort, tireless effort in making sure that this webinar run smoothly. As we end this webinar, let us continue to engage, collaborate, and innovate. I also want to thank the management of the Federal University of Transportation in Daura for their presence and participation in this webinar. So thanks so much, everyone, for the participation. Thank you.
Thank you all, and thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Goodbye.